no, and we are bringing you back more action at the IUK Spring League of Legends tournament. Looks like we've got some bans coming out right now. Rubu and Jace being banned for the side of IUK.
So, on the opposite side here, Purdue is heavily targeting the top laner here. I know that it is exceptional, Renekton and Swain really wanted to take that off and pinch his champions. What else
We do what we must.
Yeah, and then it looks like the Lee Sin and Fiora is going to be banned on each respective side. All good bans. Fiora can do so much to a team. She's able to just continue to farm and build up items. As soon as she gets the Titanic Hydra, it's terrifying. So that was a good ban.
And if she does start to get going, she can just blow it out.
It's terrifying.
Really hard to do.
Yeah. We do have Caitlyn being picked up on the side of IUK, which has been a very consistent pick. I think every single game that we've had here today has had a Caitlyn in it. It's just such a safe pick.
Well, it's very straightforward with what you want to do. Like, you're looking at the bot side and you're like, okay, hey, I'm going to siege up a tower, place my trap placements, make sure that you can't re-engage on me, and I'm just going to take a tower.
Yeah, and she does it so well. Ooh, a Rumble pick, possibly? Wow, yeah.
Actually is one of Thieves' better champions. I know because I've scouted.
Oh, okay, all right. We have some insider information, folks, so this is fantastic.
I know Thieves plays a lot of Jace and a lot of Rumble.
Yeah.
With the Jace off the table,
Rumble is definitely something.
Right, his next go-to. And the Rumble will be a really good pick in the top lane if they're able to use it effectively to continue to just shove in and generate all that. Yeah, there's like even underneath tower, if you're able to throw in the equalizer, you can charge in and pretty much get out alive. Especially if you're able to time yourself and not overheat in the middle of it, like you'll be perfectly fine. And the Karma pick too, so that's been fairly consistent. Yeah.
And very utility.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, you could flex that to mid lane. I really doubt that they're going to do that.
Yeah.
However, that option is still on.
We've seen it once today, so it's not completely off the table, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah. A Janna pick in response. That's the Janna Caitlyn is also something we've seen probably about 3 times today. I like the Amumu.
Is this the activation of Bronze Zodia?
Please tell me this is the activation of Bronze Zodia.
Okay, next, all we need is a Tryndamere or a Yi, and we'll be set.
For those of you who don't know, basically Bronze Zodia is very, very straightforward team comp. So like a Moo Malphite or something that's just very straightforward. And it's very easy to execute on with a very defined playstyle. But it's also very effective.
Right. And there's a reason that those champs still exist. And Amumu is, especially with his recent changes, very strong. You're just able to reapply your passive so much. The Talon looks like it might be picked up for the mid lane here. Looks like the Lucian will definitely be picked up.
I actually would not be surprised if this is the Elise. He actually doesn't play too much outside of Elise. He's not actually a jungler. He's actually an AD carry, and he is playing jungler this time.
Oh, fantastic.
So Elise is by far his best jungler as far as his stats are online.
And still a very strong pick, too. I mean, it's
absolutely.
By far not, bottom of the barrel. Being able to throw out the level 2 with the web, and be able to land, if you could land that stun, you'll most likely get a kill in that lane.
Yeah, very true. Like the execution damage that the spider has is absolutely nuts.
Yeah.
We do see a Gnar hover here,
which I wouldn't be surprised to pick it. I mean, it does provide a lot of CC, and it is a big line tank. Ooh.
Looks like they might be going with Poppy instead. Yeah.
I like this much better.
there's so much disengage potential, and you pair that with the Amumu. That is brutal because now you can engage and know that they're not going to come back in.
Oh yeah, and see, this is actually really like this because if whenever specifically by rank stats,
yeah,
IUK Crimson has a disadvantage as far as overall rankings. They're lower. But however, the best thing that you can do whenever you are in a matchup that's not favorable for you is always have numbers advantage.
Yeah.
Poppy guarantees that you're going to have numbers advantage.
Yeah.
Don't want to deal with Rumble.
Hasta la vista. Don't want to deal with Talon. Adios.
You bought yourself another 10 seconds where you can pick off somebody and take them out of the fight, giving you that 5v4 that you want.
Absolutely. And the fact that they have this movement to be able to lock down the rest of their team for either the guaranteed knockaway or the immediate
is just absolutely fantastic. As well as the Victor Ultimate on
Yes!
top of that.
That's going to be disgusting. If they can get Victor rolling, if they can give him enough space to be able to farm at the mid lane, pick up that perfect Hex-4, right? He is going to be doing so much damage. Well, we will see you on the other side of this break. We are going to take a quick one while we wait for everyone to set up.
And we are back. Welcome back to IUK Crimson versus Purdue Gold. In the top lane, representing IUK,
We
we
have
have
num1
number
feeder
leader
on
on
Poppy.
Poppy.
In
In
the
the
jungle,
jungle,
we
we
have
have
Arsenic
Arsenic
on
on
the
the
Amumu.
Amumu.
In
In
the
the
mid
mid
lane,
lane,
we
we
have
have
the
Victor,
Victor,
massive
massive 777.
777.
In
In
the
the
AD
AD
carry
carry
position,
position,
we
we
have
have
first
first
core
core
on the
on the
Caitlyn.
Caitlyn.
And
And
as the
as the
Jano,
Jano,
we
we
have
have
lost
Lost
person
Person
as
as
support.
support.
On the
On the
opposite
opposite
side,
side,
representing
representing
Purdue
Purdue
Gold,
Gold,
we have
we have
Thieves in the
Thieves in the
top
top
lane
lane
on
on
Rumble.
Rumble.
We have
We have
Raw
Raw
Stone
Stone
on
Welcome
the
to
lane. We
Summoner's
have
Rift.
BBQ9
BBQ9
on
on
the
the
Talon
Talon
here.
here.
We have
We have
Score
Score
on
on
Lucian
Lucian
is the
is the
AD
AD
carry
carry
position,
position,
and
and
we have
we have
Fredo
Fredo
as
as
support.
support.
Yeah, expecting a lot of high level play out of these guys.
30 seconds until
They've shown
minions
that they can
spawn.
play very well in this tournament. They've picked a lot of, it seems, comfort picks for themselves, so you can expect a lot of very brash actions coming out of them as we continue seeing the game develop. especially out of the Talon, I'm really excited to see what happens with this Talon Victor matchup, right?
Absolutely, because if Talon gets ahead in that matchup, Victor basically just pops immediately.
Yeah.
As soon as he gets
There's really nothing you can do because there's no channels you can really block with your ultimate. You've got the stun, but it's not like Talon's gonna stay in it long enough to actually be able to land. So he's gonna have such a rough time, and that might end up drawing the attention of their jungler. Which I mean, Arsenic, we haven't seen him play the Amumu yet, but he's played really well on the Lee Sin.
we actually were just told that BBQ9 is actually his main account is Gungu. Which I actually get that. I don't know why I didn't say that right at first.
It's okay. Everybody has those moments. You're just getting older. That's it.
Oh, no, don't tell me that. I'm only 22. Come on, man.
Oh well, that makes me feel old. Thank you. Yeah, we are having. Looks like everybody's just kind of returning to the lanes. We did have the safe 5-point star coming out. Wow, a little bit of damage coming out very early onto Gungu from Maston. Maston kind of trying to show that he's got the dominance in the lane. Wants a little bit of respect.
So my big question is, if these go even, because they don't actually have like a fight, like oh,
Never
start
vote.
fight, ultimate, and then is that it?
I think at this point they're really hoping it doesn't come to that because they've got what works more effectively as a pick comp, right? With the Elise primarily and the Talon. They're kind of hoping that maybe they can split up into a 1-3-1 and that is a lot. He had to flash out to be able to get out of there. Jeez, and that's an early flash. That's gonna be a lot of time that he's gonna lose in the top lane. Yeah, that was fantastic.
Is it not one feeder?
I was saying number 1 feeder because I assumed that it was an abbreviation. Like that just.
I think you're right.
Yeah,
I think you're right
yeah.
on that.
Although I think we can just kind of call it whatever. Nummy feeder also sounds good. It's not too bad. Not too bad.
I think you're right. It's supposed to be the number 1 feeder.
He's not been living up to that name very well.
Spirit of the
I'm
Euro
just gonna
Inferno.
call it the Nummy feeder because he's all
Yeah.
takes all the gold.
Right.
That's what I'm gonna call it.
You know, we'll have to ask him at some point, and we'll get an interview. Yeah, it looks, and he, speaking of number 1 feeder, he actually is gonna go ahead and take that opportunity. He's already level 4, gonna go ahead and take that opportunity to back. He was sitting on a corrupting potion, but he'll probably end up going with a null magic mantle. Yep, there we go. Picking the null magic mantle first.
Probably gonna try to build that into a Spectre's Cowl and
Never
and sit on the Spectre's Cowl for a while. Might try to get the whole spirit and then go into Sunfire Cape, but I wouldn't be surprised if he sits on just the Spectre's Cowl.
That would make a lot of sense. Yeah, considering that Rumble is, he's already building towards his Haunting Guys. He's got the Ruby Crystal. He's definitely going to build that into a Haunting Guys first. Once he gets that, he's number 1 feeder is going to want to have some sort of magic resist so that Thieves is not just doing straight magic damage.
Stepping on that trap pretty much for no reason. Oh, and Barbecue not taking that.
Gungu? That's going to be difficult. Right. Let's
I also like Barbecue.
Me too. And plus he took Ignite.
Rising your old beast fire.
Apparently he's looking to fry himself up a little bit of robot, maybe for dinner? I'm not sure if that's really all that tender. Thieves is also actually able to be a little more aggressive now since he has a little bit of more health on him, which is nice. He can start pushing up to that tower and applying a little more pressure for himself. Although he's having to speed up and run away.
I'm surprised that he actually engaged him because like one of the biggest mistakes that you can make in the early game is trying to fight in a minion. That is probably the biggest mistake people make.
Spinning Blades of Fury.
But it doesn't matter because apparently Luna's gonna turn another move.
Hyper Flame Spitter.
Forcing Rumble to back out.
Yeah, I think Rumble Thieves was looking to have a little more backup from his minions, have a little more damage being put down. The minion aggro, however, didn't transfer because they were a little bit too far away from the fight.
Yeah,
So
in that situation,
yeah.
Yes, that was fine to trade.
Yeah.
Really forcing him out of lane pretty hard.
Yeah, it's been, especially after that early kill, it's kind of impressive that he's still willing to kind of go back in, go toe to toe, try to get those advantages. Because if he's able to create a lot of pressure in the top lane, that means.
Forced Rumble to back twice.
Oh, you were talking about, yeah, number one feeder has forced Rumble to back twice.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, Rumble has been able to push up to the tower, what, twice now? But yeah, because he keeps doing that, he keeps taking the aggro whenever number one feeder dives in on him, and it's forcing him to lose health. So maybe pushing up to the tower is not going to be the best choice for him. He should try to sit back.
It's going to be overextended
For the Rumble. So,
Yeah.
so it's going to be super easy for the
And Poppy, they do have the seed locking down, and Poppy is the inherent bait. They do, while it's not a lot of damage, I think it is enough damage to kill a Rumble early hit.
Yeah, it would be, especially when you combine that with the Amumu. You know, because you would have the Amumu tick damage as well, plus the Tantrum. Ooh, it looks like we are going to be going into a pause here real quick, just for some
Technical issues. Alrighty, so you get to see our beautiful faces
Hi.
for just a minute.
Almost see our beautiful faces. They're here, we promise. Tech support says hi, so hello.
Basically, long story short, one player is borrowing a
computer from
another player who plays in Korean and doesn't understand what he's typing.
Right.
So,
That'd be kind of a hindrance, I think.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, from my
Was it Barbecue 9?
Uh,
Yes, that was a Korean barbecue joke.
Ignite was too fire for us.
I wonder if it smells like mesquite.
Oh, no.
I'm trying. Okay, so we're gonna be stuck in a pause here for a bit while we wait for the game to catch up, or to get out a little bit far ahead. Make sure that our players can't look up to the map and see where things are happening. See a little bit of hype from the crowd, which is fantastic. It's okay, you guys can keep it going. I know we announced it, but it's fine.
Yay.
Well, fine then.
I guess you're not allowed to have fun.
Right.
Strictly watching.
We should probably watch that a little bit harder and start throwing people out if they start getting too rowdy.
Oh yeah.
Alright, so we are loading back on here, which is great timing.
No standing up, no moving, nothing.
Nope, everybody has stayed in their seats.
Oh, the flash having come up from the victory.
A lot of aggression there. It looks like they're not really able to catch anything. The gravitational field is able is keeping him fairly safe from the Elise on Raw Stone. Ooh. Also some aggression. Things are heating up at the top lane. Wow, a lot of damage coming out of Barbecue 9. He's able to just roast onto Maston, taking him down. Looks like we got a little bit of action here in the top lane too. Thieves going a little bit low under the heat of Thieves. Oh, the gank from the Amumu though! It was so close to going down, and Arsenic comes in right from the forest with the ultimate, the tantrum, and the tears. Too much.
Chris said Mummy went off too there, but the big thing is that big misplay from Thieves there.
Yeah.
Tried to back off at the last second,
So he turned himself around, so Flame Spitter didn't finish off number one feeder because the Flame Spitter was facing the wrong direction.
Oh,
That's the worst part about those directional abilities that you have. Well, really, it's the worst part of Rumble, right? If you start running away, there's no killing anymore. You're just straight running at that point.
and it was less than a second that he was turned.
Yeah.
He saw the bandage toss. Instinct. I'm gonna try to back off here.
Yeah.
Bandage toss next to him, and he dies.
Yeah. That's too bad. They could have returned the kill there. Now we're gonna be tied up in 1-1. It could have been 2-1, but hey, things happen, right?
Never fall.
I see an issue here though. Yeah, 1-1, but they're down one gold at 9 minutes.
Yeah, that's gonna turn into, if they're not careful, that can turn into a very nasty
Hyper
affair.
Flame Spitter.
And if we look at the CS numbers here, he's ahead by 13
Explode.
CS at the 80 carry position. Mid lane for IUK Crimson is down by about 16. Actually, a lot of that was lost, unfortunately, when he died.
Yeah, because he was getting a minion wave shoved under tower at the time. And so,
that was like the challenge. He actually get the auto right.
yeah.
So instead of using his gap close, he decided to burn flash since he knew that.
Ooh, this might actually turn pretty dangerous. We got the equalizer coming out. Thieves might be in danger here. Looks like he's gonna have to flash back from number one feeder, who is continuing to take a barrage of hits from minion damage. The overheat.
The overheat silence.
That was the worst time. Yeah. Oh, looks like number one feeder's gonna go in for a re-engage. Thieves doesn't turn around to try to get the damage from the flame spitter. Ends up taking a little bit more damage than he should be comfortable with. Isn't backing off yet. He has a pot ticking. Wonder if he's gonna try to maybe go for something.
Courageous Giga Guard.
Yeah, the corrupting potion. Ooh, there we go. Nice kill clinch there, coming out of Barbecue 9. Thieves going very low for that, but hey, they were able to pull it off and get themselves a nice kill to start attempting to close that gap, which is actually swung in the favor of IUK and Bullshit.
Because these are on the outside.
Ah, thank you.
IUK.
Right. Yeah, there's that. Thank you.
Yeah, not a problem.
Yeah.
So just in case you're wondering, the names at the top are full because the way they have it set up is for these sides that they're sitting in the view. And so Purdue Gold is on the left side in the group, and IUK is on the right side. That's how we're having it set up. So in the future, that they're not lined up properly, that's
All you have to do is look at the club names, like I probably should have done. But hey, we're here. The club names is what you probably should be looking out for. We do have a lot of shove coming out of the bot lane. Looks like First Core is getting junked out pretty hard by Score, who's doing a fantastic job of being able to land that double harass. A little more aggressive in the top lane, but yeah, no, he's doing a really good job of being able to slide in, get the double harass, and slide back there, and then get back out of that. Just a really effective use of his spells. It looks like Rawstone.
Wait, what did actually land on the...
Honestly, I'm not entirely sure, but Barbecue Dot is jumping in to clench that kill, killing off 4, and it looks like, ooh, the flash was a little bit too late, but won't completely take down Fredo. Lost person.
Fredo had to heal to save.
Yeah, so there goes that. Ooh, Barbecue 9 might be in trouble here. He gets stunned up.
Oh, this is exactly what we were talking about. If that talent gets ahead,
Super Galaxy Comeback Breaker.
Right. Yeah, Ultimate coming out of Thieves in the top lane. He's going to have to start running for his life. Turns around with the Flame Spitter. He's overheating, though, and not able to do anything. That grass proc. Yeah, that was so brutal. Thieves is doing everything he can up here, right? He's trying to go in when things are going poorly on the bottom side, or well through the bottom side, to try to continue to create more pressure. He's successfully bringing the jungler up there consistently, making openings for his team, but man, his score is taking a hit for this. And that Poppy is just going to continue scaling, getting all of that gold for himself. Already building towards the Sunfire Cape next, completed the Spectre's Cowl, so...
Yeah, so that's actually like exactly what we thought was going to happen. He was going to go Spectre's Cowl, get that early match.
Yeah.
When he pushes on two guys, kind of negates that. And then he was going to go into a Sunfire Cape.
Yeah.
I'd imagine he's going to go Treads after he finishes the Sunfire Cape, or maybe in between, depending upon how much DPS he forces back with. But then I don't see why he wouldn't finish Spectre's Cowl
into Spirit Visage. Yeah, no, there'd really be no reason not to. There's a decent source of magic damage in the... Wow! Alright, Score's gonna have to try to get out of here, but he's gonna have to be pretty tricky. It looks like he's trying to turn it around. Yeah, number one feeder taking a lot of damage. Right.
Fantastic stun from Poppy's
Right. But Lost Person just wasn't able to put down the damage they needed as the support. It's just a Janna, and number one feeder doesn't have any damage items. So.
Oh, the flash!
Wow! Thieves is being destroyed!
Arsenic is on a roll this game.
That is the third bandage toss he's managed to land onto Thieves this entire game.
Landed, in fact, saved 3 people by bandage toss.
Yeah, he is on Thieves. He's been on Thieves this entire time. There's not a single place that Thieves can go that Arsenic is not following. He knows that Thieves is very dangerous, can push up very easily, shove you under tower, and still can do a lot of damage. Wow, the pop! Yeah. Thieves trying to come in and do something, taking up this damage. It took him a while to die there. Yeah, it got Thieves extremely low, but even the tank stats can't really save you from barbecue and getting roasted.
Look who we have waiting in the wings.
Goop, Amumu, does he have the ultimate?
I don't know, I can't tell.
Oh, yes, he does. He has the ultimate available. Oh, where is it? Where is it? Oh, he can't. He grabbed him to the wrong target and wasn't close enough. Yeah. Well, but even that ultimate can do a lot of damage. He chained the ultimate and the tantrum. He could have probably picked up 1, maybe 2 there.
But the problem is picking off 1, maybe 2. We're trading your life.
Oh, definitely not.
So yes, he has to think, okay, basically, at this time, you have bot lane lost, mid lane lost. So now you're focused on top lane, which is still very good.
Ooh, looks like Barbecue's gonna get caught out. Nope, gets caught up by the Amumu. Oh, gets shut down by Janna. The equalizer coming out of Thieves will slow down Lost Person, who will eventually be picked up by Raw Stone. The chase continues onto Arsenic. Will they be able to pick up another kill here? Hey, this time he's saving himself. Yeah, he will end up falling to 3 members. Yeah. Right, walking out, because then at least maybe he could have gotten back to the tower. At this rate, it looks like they're going to start sieging this tower. They may be able to get it if they can stay here long enough to keep the minions alive and healthy, but they might not be able to actually stick around. They've got a couple of numbers that are coming in. Ooh, Score being pinned against the wall by number 1 Feeder. Number 1 Feeder is going to have to run back, but he gets picked off by Score, not able to get out of there quick enough.
He's not as tanky as he needs to be, and it's because he has such a low CS count.
Yeah.
If he had 30 more CS right now, okay, so 30 more CS kills worth.
Yeah. That he's down right now.
Yeah. And it's not that he's down because he's keeping up. It's that
He's not keeping up with everybody else on the.
Yeah, I mean, you see how in 50 CS, you see,
Looks like Barbecue's gonna have to try to get out of here. Can't jump over the wall, so he's gonna go ahead and ultimate. Try to at least. He might be if Score can get a slide in. Nope, he's too tanky. He just soaked up nearly every single shot of that Kulak. Ooh, number 1 Feeder diving in, trying to get something done. It looks like they're gonna be taken very low by Raw Stone. Everybody knocked back by the Janna. Thieves surviving by the skin of his teeth. Will have to waddle on out of there. Wow. All right, that was very well played from the side of IUK.
Absolutely. Other than the engage with the Poppy didn't jump too far forward. However, they made it out alive.
Not really. I mean, they stopped the siege. They saved the tower. It was all pretty good. And also, I think half the reason that succeeded is because Lost Person coming in with that ultimate when he did, right? Dispelled 3 members of that team, 2 members.
And rumble against the wall.
Yeah, exactly. And just the strength of that Janna disengage is so fantastic. The comp that they have put together, right? It's all about engage and disengage, right? You get in, you explode, you get out.
Here's the thing, if this team gets to 50 minutes of the game, or even 40, 45, this team is 45 minutes of the game. I pretty much say they automatically.
Yeah, I agree.
The comp is so strong.
Yes. I mean, they have so much power in the Victor and in the Caitlyn.
Well, it doesn't even matter that the Victor's O2 right now because you have a Momo. As soon as he applies his passive procs, 15% true damage for Victor.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be really hard for Purdue to be able to stand up against that without building a lot more MR than they have. Wow, it looks like there's gonna be a continuous chase. No, Barbecue's just gonna go ahead and get out of there. He doesn't want to stick around that move at all.
The big issue that I see that IUK wants actually having is they're getting rotated.
Yes. Yes.
And so the towers. I mean, sure. If you look at the CS numbers, you know, 25 CS down, 50 CS down, 30 CS. Actually, Caitlyn was close to
Yeah.
That not equal 7 figures.
Ooh. Not quite enough to, not quite precise enough to really nail that for the side of IUK, but there was an attempt. No, well, they're gonna have to disengage from that anyway, and 3 members are backing, and so that means that it's gonna open a few opportunities around the map for Purdue to be able to start looking at Baron vision and to start looking at topside tower.
Absolutely.
And even on the bot side, we do have a fairly large minion wave amassing that's going to end up crashing into blue side's bot tower.
Going to help Caitlyn so much because it looks like she's on her way to go. And that's actually going to
They desperately need to do that too. Lucian picking up the red top here, so. Ooh, he knows what's going on. Although it looks like First Core is not playing this game. Gonna go ahead and try to be safe and ward.
First Core does not want to become a shish kebab of Talon's blades. Let me tell you that right now.
These are fantastic. Keep these up. Yeah, no, it looks like they are still looking for vision, trying to clear out the vision that has come from IUK and make it a little bit more safe for Purdue to take that Baron. They know, for the most part, where IUK is. They've got some decent vision sitting at the entrances in the blue side jungle.
Well, the reason why they really can't go for Baron right now is because Talon will with the power and Q wrong on target.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
By the way,
Explosive face melter.
Talon's running.
Yeah.
It's the Samsung white skin.
They are really classy.
I like them because it looks like
all of them are just wearing bathrobes. They're just kind of like, oh yeah, I'm here, and I guess I can do.
Right, they're relaxing. They've clearly had a long day. They just want to chill out, play some leagues, maybe kill some people. Fine. Wow! Ross Stone is gonna end up taking that kill on Arsenic, but Arsenic walked into the wrong neighborhood.
Looking to try to face check there.
Ooh, looks like Barbecue is gonna go in for something. Is gonna have to get out. Maybe he'll be able to jump over the wall and save himself. He's gonna have to. Meanwhile, that's a distraction for what's going on in the Baron pit.
Absolutely. Talon just doesn't care.
No. Yeah. Right, exactly. It looks like somebody will get popped out by number 1's giant hammer.
The cocoon barely being done.
Yeah, that was very close. Oh! Wow, Maston knew they were there. There were 3 members that had just chased out number 1 feeder.
I would ask him if he was connecting, but unfortunately,
I don't think that's a problem. No, but that's the second member of IUK to walk into a part of the jungle and not recognize the threat.
So this is actually a reoccurring thing that I've noticed with IUK here, is that whether or not it's they're staying on their towers when they only have 1 or 2 members and the enemy has all 5, or walking into a neighborhood with no more now. So one of the biggest things that IUK can't do if they want to get back into this game is they cannot face check, especially with their carries, because it was a while ago, but I think the stat like if you died 6 times, on average you're dead for like 150 a game.
Wow.
So
yeah, that's a substantial portion of the game. If you're dead for that long, you're missing a lot of it.
And
right?
that was like other parameters, like
yeah.
it was like a 35.
Yeah.
But and I'm sure those numbers are different now with every change.
Right.
But the point is,
if every member, so theoretically, if every member dies 6 times, you're down 1 member the entire time. It's basically a 45. Wow. Okay. That was an explosion of epic proportions. As number 1 feeder is in danger here, Score will end up taking that kill. Looks like Lost Person is going to go down as well here in the back line, and Score is able to slide in there and take him out. They still haven't quite gotten this tower, but there it goes with the Baron-empowered minions walking up to the top tier inhibitor turret. That's going to go down, and they might be able to get that inhibitor as well.
This inhibitor's definitely going down here. There's no way they don't give it.
No, they might be able to rotate to the mid lane or go
They
ahead.
might even be able to end.
Yeah.
Or at least take the first tower and take it.
No, I think they're all going to back off, and they're going to go separate off to go help out
Galactic
Barbecue.
hyper barrier.
Maybe they swelled with bacon.
They just want to chicken.
Yeah, no, exactly. Ooh, it looks like Barbecue's gonna go in. He's gonna end up taking down first score in the back line. Arsenic trying to get something done. They are gonna be able to take down Thieves, who will go down to the back in the front line. He's sitting it a little bit too far there.
Alan's pushing the towers though. He's pushing those mids, guaranteeing like he's scared about the wait, probably gonna take in the mid tower by the end.
Yeah, I think he could. He might actually be trying to get back there. No, he's gonna try to escape there like everyone else. I think they want to try to regroup. They could have definitely taken that mid tower.
Absolutely, and it looks like they're actually they might stick around for this dragon here. Either that or they're gonna try to because it is a fire dragon, so definitely wanting to take a piece of that pie.
Yeah. That's going to help them out a lot. Granted, they don't need a whole lot of help. They've got a lot of damage on their side, but this is going to give a little bit more spice to the fight, right? Like, that phrase didn't make any sense. You get what I'm saying. Okay.
Just wanted some more pepper on the chicken.
Yeah,
Barbecue sauce.
exactly. You got to make it spicy. Yeah, and you know what? That Dusk Blade, by the way, is serving Barbecue very well. The fact that they're able to consistently go through here and clear out the vision is fantastic. They've been so on point with keeping up the vision. Ooh. And he has no escape over that wall right now. Well, yeah. But he also took out a lot of damage. And I think that was my point. But yeah, no, he could just parkour out of there. He's totally fine.
Absolutely. I mean, the base damage on top is always. I mean, it used to be way worse.
Yeah.
The percent damage
On her Q.
And adding percent damage to any champion just automatically makes them broken, especially in the very beginning.
To an extent.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Especially when it's a tank and it's a tank being taken.
Yeah. That, I mean, Tom Kent, for example.
Yeah, exactly. By the way, so here's something interesting.
Ooh. Nope, not at all. Oh, Barbecue ends up going down, but not until Score takes out. Barbecue's not dead? I guess he took off. Oh, there we go. Thank you. That is 3 kills, yeah, for the side of Purdue. They're just going to go ahead and end here. They can do it. No. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Exactly what just happened. Yeah, he jumped over the wall, and yeah, congratulations to Purdue for a fantastic victory there. The first in a 3-game match, right? So IUK does have a chance to come back and, you know, try to get that 3rd game and pull off a win here. So stick around. We will have that coming up very shortly. We will be right back.
will follow.
Now I am Aaron Yodroid Yoder. We're loading back here onto the Rifts with IUK and Purdue. It looks like the first ban out is going to be the Renekton. Proved to be very useful to IUK in their early rounds. Their top laner ended up going 14-0 and 3, so that's something that the side of Purdue is really going to want to get rid of. Banned out Jace from IUK and Swain from Purdue, so looks like the talent is also going to be kicked out of there, since last game that was so strong in the hands of Freddo. Barbecue 9, apologies. Barbecue 9 was able to completely run over the side of IUK last game, even though it looked like IUK had a decent lead. Purdue was able to turn it around. It was fantastic for them. But number one feeder is now banning out their next pick. Lee Sin also coming out as a ban to the side of Purdue. The roam potential there was just absolutely terrifying. The first couple of games, he was able to cover the map so well and not take a whole lot of flack for it. Looks like Lulu is going to actually be the first pick up here for the side of Purdue, which is interesting. We haven't gotten a chance to actually see Lulu in any of these games so far. It's been banned out fairly consistently. Now it's made it through, traded up in favor of the Karma ban. Caitlyn is being picked up yet again as a very safe ADC. We'll probably see a lot of the same play style. There's really only one way to play Caitlyn. Sit back, farm your lane, and see what happens. The jungle pick, however, is going to be very interesting. We've had everything from Warwick being picked up to Vi, so it'll be interesting to see what Arsenic is going to decide to throw at this Purdue team this time. His roaming has been fantastic this entire tournament. If he can continue that map coverage and be able to keep up the pressure for the side of Purdue, it will serve him very well. Looks like he will actually end up going with the Jarvan, who recently got some changes in the most recent patch. So we'll see what he can do there with that. Looks like Evelyn being hovered on the side of Purdue. We'll see if that ends up following through. Very strong pick in the jungle. One of those sleepers, able to put out a lot of damage very quickly if not taken care of. So looks like Zach will actually be hovered as well. We'll see what they end up going with. They still need to pick out a couple other positions. So looks like a Vayne will also be hovered. Vayne was very effective a few matches ago. Alright, yeah, and the Zach actually ends up going through the sack pick. Sounds like that Vayne actually might end up on Gungu Barbecue 9? It's actually a very intense pick and ban phase. Not everybody is as sure of what they're going to pick. A lot more strategy involved than what has been previously picked. A lot of comfort picks before, but now it looks like we're transitioning into a few more utility picks. So the Jarvan pairing up with that Caitlyn is going to be really handy on the side of IUK. The Rumble being picked up yet again. This time on the side of IUK, they're going to see if they can do a little bit more for themselves than what Purdue was able to last time. That top lane matchup was very difficult. Number one feeder did not exactly give Thieves a very easy time. Yeah, and it looks like Vayne will end up going to Barbecue 9. Choosing to take that into the mid lane. And Freddo hovering the Mundo while cycles through a few options. All right, it looks like the Zillion will actually be picked up. Could go a number of places. Most likely to the mid lane. Lulu most likely going to the bot lane. Fiora, of course, going to the top lane against that Rumble. The dueling potential of Fiora into Rumble is massive. And we do have coming back with us onto the caster desk. Hello. Yeah, and so we're getting to the Vic and Ban phase.
Hello.
They did end up picking Vayne and Lulu finally made it through the pick ban phase, which is fantastic. We have a Zyra being picked up as a support on the side of IUK. We'll see if they can make use of that. Start putting a lot of plants in their way.
Sorry about me being a little missing in action. I guess my body decided that Chinese food was not the way to go for lunch today.
Thank you for that lovely information.
I mean, I'm sure everybody wanted to know.
Please tell us more. Meanwhile,
I'm gonna pass on telling you my bowel movement.
good, because I think the bowel movement already passed. All right, so we've got about 20 seconds before we load on the Rift. On the side of Purdue, we do have Thieves on Fiora, Rawstone on Zac, Barbecue 9 on Zillion, Score on Vayne, and Freddo on Lulu. On the side of IUK, we have number 1 feeder on Rumble, Arsenic on Jarvan the 4th, Maston on Ari, first score on Caitlyn, Zyra, played by Lost Person, and we will meet you guys on the other side.
Absolutely.
3 minutes, stick with us.
Alrighty, and welcome back. We're about to get into the rift in this game versus Purdue versus IUK.
Yeah, loading in here onto the Rift. The picks this time are a little bit off meta.
Not necessarily from Purdue side. I mean, they are definitely further down the tier list.
Yeah.
Not necessarily bad picks by any means. And it looks like they wanted to take away the rumble from Thieves, actually, because unfortunately I was missing for the select. But
Yeah, because Poppy was actually never banned. It's just Rumble was up, and so they decided to take it. I believe they actually took it first. It was the first pick.
I think they wanted to try to tempt Thieves as champion.
Yeah.
How deep his champion.
Right. Because what was the other top laner that he played?
He plays Jace, that was
Right.
banned again.
Yeah, exactly. That was banned, so they went ahead and took the Rumble, and they wanted to see exactly. Yeah, you're right, exactly. They wanted to test and see exactly how deep his champ pool was, see what all he had in his pockets, and try to pull all that out.
Absolutely.
So, and we're going for typical 5-point start again. I think it's going to be really interesting seeing this bot lane matchup. I'm pretty excited for it.
Yeah.
Because we haven't seen a Zyra played yet today. Ooh, Maston. Get a little bit of early damage down onto him.
30 seconds.
Nothing to worry about too much, though. He's going to go ahead and back on that, actually.
So the big problem that Kokomo has which I hope they can take the second game, is they just got massively out-rotated.
Awareness is the key to
Obviously,
victory.
their
Be
CS
sure you never.
numbers were lower, and that is definitely a worrisome spot. But if they can match the room that Purdue is able to put up, I don't know if actually, because I don't know if they outscaled this game. Last game massively outscaled
Minions have spawned.
Yeah, because the big
Awareness
question
is the key
here
to victory.
is going to be, is Ari going to be able to get the early lead that she needs to be able to transition into the late game? If Maston can do that, then I think they should be okay. Right? They won't have as big of a tank in Jarvan, of course.
Although with those most recent changes,
Where are your friends?
Jarvan is actually much better to use.
That is a good point.
Again, it is a percentage of your health and shield based on the champions that you. So if he gets a high he gets 15% of his max health as a shield.
Yeah,
And so
that's going to help him.
Is he running Colossus? What is he? I know we can't see it, unfortunately.
Right.
Did you see the
No, I didn't actually.
I'm curious to see if he's running Courage of Colossus, because if he goes Courage of Colossus and
That's going to be massive for him.
exactly.
That's a lot of health, just right there.
Absolutely, that is so good. And so they do have that big change in Jarvan. Like, that is actually an obscene amount of shielding.
Yeah, and plus, I mean, then you're going to have the constant DPS from #1 Peter on Rumble, which Rumble can still be very, very strong.
Well, they're going with a very, very classic comp right now. It's called the pressure cooker.
Yeah.
You ult them in with Jarvan,
Okay.
lock them down,
Yep.
and then you cook them with Rumble. No, it's a very legitimate strategy.
Wait.
Back in season 1 and 2, this is actually like this is something that came out all the time.
Yeah.
And they called it the pressure cooker. You can't get out.
We'll see if Barbecue has an answer for that one. We call it the kebab. Okay, and
He's
yeah.
not playing talent this game.
Oh yeah, right. Which is kind of sad. You can't skewer people if you don't have a knife. But he is playing the Zillion, which is a very interesting pick in the mid lane. I kind of like that. He's gonna be able to give his team a lot of sustainability, and it's another one of those utility mids, which I'm glad to see him being so versatile, right? Because he showed that he can play assassins, he showed that he can play mages, and now he gets to play something a little more supportive, something that will help out his team, not
Absolutely.
necessarily be relied on as being the carry.
Absolutely. And actually something that I've noticed that #1 feeder could actually probably improve on in this particular matchup at least is, so one thing about Fiora is her mark. If you get far enough away, it resets.
Yeah.
So if you go into lane and there is a mark that's facing Fiora, back off lane for 2 seconds. Oh, it looks like I'm getting ganked.
Wow, alright, it looks like Arsenic going in for a little bit of early damage on the Barbecue is not going to actually end up finding anything. But
They're
does...
missing that knockdown.
Yeah, that part actually kind of screwed that gank a little bit. But it looks like, Thieves is going to be going a little bit aggressive onto #1 feeder, trying to get around and get in on that pressure point, but won't quite get it. But it will, however, force number 1 feeder to back off and go back to base. First core also getting ganked down here in the bot side, taking a lot of damage. Lost Person having to run away from this chasing score. Might end up getting taken down by Barbecue if they can get the last auto win. There we go. Looks like Score's going to take that for himself for first blood.
So as I was saying with the Rumble system, well, anything versus people,
if you
back off, it resets the mark. So basically, if you can keep it so that the mark is on your back, so that she doesn't get the boost, she doesn't get flat health, because every time she hits a mark, she gets flat health. At level 1, that's 30 health, just for hitting your mark. So it's like right now, she has a favorable mark, he needs to back off here, so she
There we go. Yeah. If he can keep the mark the way it is right now, it's going to be a lot more favorable for him. Because she's not going to be able to get out in on that.
And over time, it does disappear, but you can make it automatically disappear.
Yeah.
And right there, he didn't necessarily need to turn away there, because by turning away, he turns the flame spitter away. Which,
right.
I mean, it's okay, it's on a heal. I understand why he went to dodge. I probably would have done the same exact thing.
It's just one of those small mechanics things that kind of makes a difference. You know, and if you can really get that down, you'll be a lot better off.
Yep.
Ooh, like right now would be a good time for him to back off.
Yeah. See, she didn't get that because he was too far away.
Right.
This helps anybody playing into Fiora. See, he backed off and the mark reset.
Yeah. He's actually done that twice now. Ever since
he needs to make sure that he's doing
consistent. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's something that's a very conscious decision.
Right. Ooh.
Oh, grasping roots not quite landing. However, the ranged plants, you see some chunk of damage.
They're doing their work. The shield from Lulu helps mitigate a lot of the damage that the Zyra could be taking out. So I don't know.
To pop a bot, though.
Yeah. Just to be able to keep a little bit healthy, because it shoots through the shield fairly fast. The shield at level 1 is not super large. It does give you a lot of attack speed, but the trade-off there is, you don't get a lot of an active shield from it. Looks like number 1 feeder might be looking to go in here. Will overheat.
Oh, it's Jarvan gonna get, oh, he needs to.
There's the jump in. Is there an ult? No ult because he's not number 5. Wow. All right.
What a misplay from Thieves.
They were posted the wrong way and isn't able to block that last ability.
What a misplay.
Wow, yeah, and that's gonna send him behind a little bit in lane. Looks like Rostone's having to run here too.
Good job from IUK capitalizing on that misplay.
Yes. Continuing to chase in after that happened, because they only needed one more auto after that. The Flame Spitter had been doing its job the entire time, burning down on Thieves, and eventually, if you push up too far, you really need to continue to make sure that you're warded in the river. Thieves just wasn't doing that.
Absolutely. And I can understand, because a lot of the times you're like, oh, it's against Jarvan, I'm just, repose and make
right.
that, he can't do anything.
Doesn't work if you do it the wrong direction.
Exactly. And I mean, I know a lot of people who've been like, oh, well, I missed, so I guess, he flashed, or, keep it away. Well, he's almost on his tower now. I'm gonna keep expecting I'm gonna get stunned, so I'm not gonna.
Yeah. Just gotta hold on to it, because you know that you're probably dead. Oh, the ultimate coming out from Arsenic will end up taking down Barbecue for the time being. As the ult ticks away, Barbecue will throw a desperation time bomb. Will not land on anything. Arsenic is in trouble here.
Slingshot comes in
from the side brush. They don't end up getting anything there. They did, however, get an ultimate out of Zillion, but they burned a flash for it. So in the end, they just kind of traded.
I think that was actually a slight misplay from Kokomo, because they killed him while he couldn't move. He couldn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
He had the ultimate on.
They could have just waited it out. Yeah.
They could have just sat there and waited. That's
Ooh.
not the longest.
This invade is actually going to do a lot here. Arsenic gonna have to flash over the wall. Lost Person looks like he might be taken down by Barbecue. Zillion not having that ultimate available. Looks like Maston's going in for a little bit more damage. Score is, however, turning back onto Arsenic, and then turning back onto first core. Wow.
Looks like it's a 3 for 2 in total.
Yeah, that is definitely. Yeah, that is a 3 for 2.
Unfortunately, first core looks like he stuck around a little bit too long trying to help out J4, but
Right.
ended up paying for it because of red buff solo.
Yeah, they all tried to help out a little bit too much. When Lost Person went in, it was a little bit too late. There were already 3 people onto Jarvan. He had flash up. It seems like just kind of a lack of communication because you could have flashed the wall and still been okay.
Rumble's about to go down.
No, there's the back end. Okay. Number 1 feeder is overheating, so he's gonna back off. It's been a lot of close calls. And it's mostly because if Thieves really wanted to, he could dive in. On the other side of that, number 1 feeder is very close. Yeah.
Without flash, that actually
Yeah.
because you do have those electro harpoons, which does slow goods.
Right. If you get stuck under turret.
Unless you get a very, very favorable mark and you land that mark as Fiora, you don't want to take that all in under a tower like that. Even though the champion might be low, especially when you just use your EMF. Like that uses a lot of nice flash away from the Rumble and dodge by the stun here.
He's going to be stuck under tower, overheating a little bit, having to run away from Thieves. Doesn't turn around to give the, oh no. Looks like Thieves will be able to take advantage. Oh, the kill onto, wow, okay, the turn back there onto Barbecue 9. Does go 1 for 1, which is fantastic. Plus, he burned the ultimate out of Barbecue. Like, that, yeah, what?
Is this
Chrono Break?
I'm pretty sure his ultimate is
No, I'm pretty sure that's Echo.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Chrono Break's Echo.
Yeah.
You're right. I always get those confused.
Time Winder. Nope,
There it is.
that's another Echo
That's
skill.
his W.
Why are there so many time-based champions? That's 2.
But
yeah.
Father Time got bored.
Eventually his time came. But yeah, it looks like down onto Fredo. Fredo is going to die. Wow, Score is left here alone trying to fend off 3 members of IUK. I don't think he's going to really be able to do a whole lot.
I'm really excited because IUK is showing a lot of life this game.
Yeah.
Very, very proactive. And I'm really enjoying this game.
I love this Jarvan pick on Arsenic. He is able to cover so much ground and be able to be so utilitarian.
Absolutely.
It's been fantastic. I mean, that's his, what, 3rd gank? Now, in the past, like,
Bot lane,
well, I mean, like, in the past, like, 5 to 6 minutes?
He's really trying to do work with
Yeah, he's been showing up a lot. So I mean, it's a vast improvement over what he had. Ooh, it looks like number 1 feeder might be in trouble here. Getting bounded repeatedly by Rostone, who's gonna go have to get out. Looks like that's 1. That's a double kill. Wow. Yeah.
We talked about how dangerous it is to dive a Rumble.
Not having flash under tower. Exactly. He didn't have to. The tower did all the work for him.
That was horrible on Purdue's half. That was an absolute horrendous dive.
Desperation.
And has flash.
Yeah, exactly. He could have flashed out, but I think he mistimed when his passive was up. Which I don't know if it's up right now. But I think he didn't pay attention to that. Yeah.
Both of them had flash. Both of them died with flash still being up.
Yeah.
Like, relatively speaking, if you have flash up and you're the one engaging, and you still have flash at the end of the engage,
And you die?
and you die,
That's your
a
fault.
huge mistake.
Yeah.
That is your fault.
Yeah, exactly. And I think, honestly, there was just a lot of miscalculations in that. They thought they could do a lot more damage to the Rumble, but the thing is, Rumble already has,
Seeker's Armguard.
yeah, Seeker's Armguard.
Fiora doesn't do a lot.
No. And, I mean, Zach doesn't really have that much magic damage output this early in the game anyway, you know?
Yeah, sure, he's got Silver Hulk, but he doesn't have any armor to back up his health.
Right.
The tower still hurts him.
A lot.
Like, he can only take maybe 4 or 5 tower shots and he's at full health.
And he was nearly at full health, so I think he took 4 tower shots and it took them that long to kill Rumble. Ooh. Lost person might be going down here. Yo, wow, okay. Well, it looks like, yeah, Score is going to be able to take that.
Growth saving Vayne there.
Yeah, which is, kind of sad. But yeah, I mean, first core at least is okay for the time being. However, it does look like Rostone is still sticking around, trying to loop around the back here. Is going to try to jump on a first core who has no idea.
This is very, no, he
Oh,
has an idea.
okay, there we go.
Recorded.
He stuck around a little bit too long, though.
He stuck around way too long, unfortunately.
Well, because Rawstone was sitting in that bush for about 3 to 4 seconds before
And
first
there
score
is
even
the
looked up.
ultimate coming out from. Oh,
Yeah, not a whole
That
lot
was
they can
a-
really get there.
that was a good post from Fiora there.
Yeah, that actually worked out for him. He was able to save himself. They do also pick up a tower on the bot side for themselves. Arsenic ended up blowing his ultimate there, so it's going to be a while until he's able to do really anything. Thieves is going fairly low under tower, but he's just going to stay here, heal up a little bit. He can do it fairly safely, unless... Oh, Arsenic coming in for a little bit of party action, try to help clean up this turret.
Well, that's good. I'm glad to see very proactive play from this IUK team here.
Yeah, same here. Looks like they're going to have to get
Oh,
out, though. Thieves going very low. Might end up being taken down. Nope, they got to run away while the Zillion ultimate is there.
They did not trade, unfortunately, because Zillion ult hadn't quite wore off yet.
Yeah, it was still just barely up.
And this, unfortunately, yeah, that's dead.
That is actually way too bad. They weren't able to get out of range of the Fiora fast enough to really like shed the
Well,
damage.
The problem is they could have killed the Fiora,
Right.
but then it would have immediately been brought back to life by Zillion.
Yeah.
But that's okay. In a situation where you're trying to run, just kill the person that's on you if you have the ability to. Even if
They're gonna be stationary for about 3 seconds anyway.
Exactly. And while we were just talking earlier when the ult on Zillion
Yeah.
he was the difference is that Zillion was alone.
Yeah, exactly. Like, and it's not like he can only do small bursts of damage, right? Like, and he has cooldowns to pay attention to. He's got 2 bombs to truck, and that's it. You know, Fiora can continue auto-attacking you. Just get rid of the damage right then. You know.
Exactly.
So
And the thing is that Rumble was overheated.
Yeah.
Which means that his auto attacks were empowered, so his auto attacks would have done more than 110 damage.
exactly.
Which is all they needed to do was chop that.
Just turn around and punch her.
Punch her right in the
That is rude. We do not do that here. Oh, it looks like #1 feeder, however, will be pinned against the wall. Flashes over, throws out the ultimate.
Oh my goodness, score taking so much.
Wow! Meston dashing in from the side. That was
so good.
beautiful. That was beautiful. The equalizer timed perfectly with the Zonias being able to mitigate the damage.
Perfectly with that very narrow pathway.
Yes.
So when Ari ulted over the only place he could have gone was right on top of the equalizer.
Exactly.
Very well played from #1 Peter. He has been on top these last 2 games with mechanical plays.
Yeah, exactly. The equalizer, that equalizer in particular, was fantastic, and he's had a couple this game. I mean, #1 feeder has been, I think, one of the best players so far that we've seen today. Mechanically, that's just from personal standpoint. But yeah, no, he's shown up today, and it's been fantastic.
He has definitely had some very good mechanical plays.
Yeah.
And he's, is this going to be the stun to get away?
Oh!
He's dead.
Yeah, he does end up dying to that second bump. Oh, it looks like Thieves trying to just kind of bother Arsenic a little bit. He's going to have to back off. But yeah, that's unfortunate. He was almost out too.
Absolutely.
He had a fraction of a second
is
till he was
playing
out.
of his mind today.
Really trying.
I mean, unfortunately, he's still he only has 108 CS at 17 minutes, and that's definitely still a worrisome number.
Right.
He mechanically has been playing very well and trying to keep his team in the game. I mean, he's 5-4-0. As Rumble with only 100 CS.
And against a Fiora too.
And 1 second for Heather, a little bit of a technical.
That's okay.
Just for a little bit. Looks like they're trying to push in from mid-tower while Fiora is trying to split on the bot side. The dice double stun onto Caitlyn and to Ari. Charm not quite landing onto the Zac, who looked like he was trying to engage with the electric loop got from the Raptor camp. Those bombs just being so annoying.
Yeah, he's actually and those bombs that he's been throwing have been extremely accurate this whole game.
Absolutely.
Ooh, okay. So looks like red buff's gonna end up being taken away from Arsenic, not able to take advantage of that. They really have to try to reclaim vision in their part of the jungle just to be able to keep track of Purdue. because they're not really able to do a lot unless they can get Purdue out of their jungle, and it at least feels safe when they go into it. Ooh.
That was a pretty good dodge from Maston there. Trying, I mean, he almost got stunned straight up there.
That was scary. Maston has been playing well, trying to get away from those. The main problem has been mostly that Barbecue's been roaming so much, right? And Maston hasn't been able to follow up. You know, he hasn't been able to leave lane long enough to actually follow those.
Well, I think his problem is that he hasn't left lane.
Oh, okay, equalizer. Pineapple's on the ground, and they won't do a whole lot, but hey, it zoned him off the tower, and it did what it needed to.
I was just thinking, barbecue and pineapple.
Oh man, why is Barbecue 9 not playing Rumble this game? Come on, mid lane Rumble, it can work.
It doesn't work. Don't try to make that
I'm sorry, I'm spreading misinformation. That's my bad. Yeah. Oh, the dive in from Rostone won't do a lot.
Ooh,
The ultimate.
Is he gonna die here?
No, he actually won't. He was very close though. Score diving in to try to clear up the CS. That way they can continue sieging this tower. They might be able to take it out if they can make an opening, but it looks like Rumble coming in from the side.
He doesn't have ult here as far as no, he doesn't have ult here.
There's nothing you really do about that.
Oh, the immediate trap, and that's dead. That's Barbecue got a little too much.
It's like when you when somebody kills your GA, right? And then they wait around to just get your corpse afterwards.
It's just see GA. I feel like when you buy that item, and the same thing
Yeah.
kind of goes with Zillion. It's like 50% of the time it works great.
Yeah.
It's like cool. My team's here. I survive. And then the other 50%'s like, well, I got caught out, and now I'm dead, and now I'm dead again.
Yeah. And
we have
ooh, wow. There's a lot. Oh, the wild growth coming out won't really do anything but zone anybody off. Rumble going in has to pop the zonies early. Looks like Rostone is re-engaging. Will get a 4-man knockup. Arsenic being dragged very low in the front line will end up being picked off by Score. They are still looking to pick up something, throwing in a couple bombs coming in from Barbecue. They're gonna be able to take down this turret at least for themselves. But that was a very well executed fight. They might have only gotten 1 kill in that, but
The problem is that while Purdue got 1 kill there, they shouldn't have gotten any, and IUK actually should have stomped that fight.
absolutely.
But unfortunately, that equalizer didn't hit a single person in that fight. And Rumble has so much gold on the team, and he does so much damage. He's got that Zonia's finish. He has the haunted guys. He does so much damage, but if he's not landing his abilities, then he can't actually do it.
Yeah, there's really nothing he can. He loses about half of his damage output if he ends up losing that equalizer, because you're putting it onto the entire team at that point.
Absolutely.
And plus the zoning potential that you could have possibly had, just non-existent at that point. Ooh, Arsenic is going to be dove on by the elastic slingshot. Roz Stone is going to. Yeah, he is, but he's going to bounce out to safety, and he doesn't seem too concerned about it, honestly.
He's just like, let's bounce, and then he's out of here.
Yeah, exactly. He's also building into a GA second item.
More than likely, yeah. He wants a Spectre Skull just because Rumble does so much damage.
Yeah.
But I think you're right. I think that is going to be a GA. I don't know if he's going to finish Spectre Skull first into his Spirit Distance,
Yeah, I'd be
or if
interested
he's
to see
going
that.
to GA.
Right.
Because with his passive and picking up those goblins, Spirit Distance is so strong. Doesn't actually.
I think that was more of a. It was a zoning elastic slingshot. It was just for zoning.
Yeah, I feel like he just was trying to clear the minions there. Although if he would have hit Jarvan, I think that would have been a bonus.
I think so too. Yeah. Although I highly doubt that he wanted to get that close. I don't think he's felt really comfortable diving in on 4 people just by himself. You know, he does have a chance to get out and he's under turret, but still probably a smart move not to go in. Looks like it's just going to be clearing out wards for now on the side of IUK. You're trying to, again, regain control of their jungle, which they've kind of lost over the course of this game. Mountain Drake will, however, be going down for the side of Purdue. They're going to end up taking it. There is no steal attempt from IUK.
Jarvan was too far away.
They could have definitely used that dragon too.
Absolutely. Well, any dragon. Would love to. Yeah, I know what you mean. Like,
Thank you for splitting hairs.
Blue team's
But yeah,
turret
no,
has
you're
been
right.
destroyed.
Any dragon is a useful dragon. It's unfortunate that they weren't able to clinch that for themselves, because now it's going to be a lot harder to protect against sieges from the side of Purdue, right? They're going to have to do a lot more work if they're going to want to keep safe. It looks like First Corps narrowly dodges that sticky punch. Call it that? Sticky punch? I like it. But yeah, no, narrowly dodges the skill shot from Zach.
I don't actually know what that's what that ability.
Me either. I like the word sticky punch though. I think it sounds good. Probably not the best.
I think it sticks.
I'm clapping for you inside my head, even though nobody else can hear that. Looks like Baron, however, will be going down for the size of Purdue.
Don't clap for that.
No, it was meant.
Come on. You don't clap, bro.
You might not. Yeah, but no, that is a Baron going down for the side of Purdue. It's gonna help them shove so much. Plus, they just got a hold of a Mountain Drake. They have so much siege potential right here. They might not have the range, but
That tower pushing is going to be fantastic, especially
yeah.
for the Aurora.
yeah, gonna be able to roam into a side lane by themselves and just take out as many.
So quick.
So many auto attack resets. It's
Absolutely.
terrifying.
And the fact that you works on towers,
Mhm.
that extra attack speed as well.
Right. Yeah, it looks like for now IUK is just gonna have to farm up and attempt to finish off a few of the last items they need before they can really take a reliable team fight. It's not that they can't team fight right now, but they are about 8,000 gold down. Yeah. Ooh. Wow, number one feeder is gonna have to Zonia's hold your breath. He's gonna be going down here to the might of thieves, who will outright slaughter him.
Oh, his flash is exactly from
Yeah. Oh, it looks like Rustone, however, will let's bounce into the middle of everybody. Lost person having to flash over the wall in the last second. Was at risk of being taken down. However, First Corps is underneath the time bomb.
And
That was close.
Blinking health bars
Yeah.
from IUK. They barely make it out with their eyes.
And that was
Squeaking away.
And that was mostly damage coming out of the Zac. Like, they lost so much health on the initial engage just from the flat out burst coming out of Rawstone. Oh, it looks like thieves.
Red buff doing work.
Oh man, yeah, First Corps being able to pick that up for himself is helping them out here, but I don't know if it's gonna save them. Yeah.
I'm so sorry, Ar. That crit is way too much damage. Ever since they added that to Bane, I hate it.
Yeah, and look at how much damage she's putting out onto Rumble. Wow, the final pop coming through from Score.
Oh, I think this is game, unfortunately.
This
does
might
go
be.
down.
Red team's turret has been
Unless they can take down Score, they might lose it here.
I mean, First Corps really tried hard to clear out those minions in the left. They're just trying to go for kills.
Oh, kill him even on the fountain. Yeah, First Corps trying as hard as he can to do it, but there's really just not much he can do. Oh, yeah, no, he is going for it.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Will he get it though? He's got one more. Yeah, no, he's got one more. I think he's really focusing on this. They might as well just finish it off, but it looks like the minions are doing perfectly fine in themselves as Purdue take the second match here and push themselves into the quarterfinals.
Yes.
Well done.
Semifinals, I think.
Semifinals, you're right.
Yes.
Because there's 2 matches.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Alrighty.
Yeah, that was fantastically played